Welcome to this episode 2 of our Dark Matter show, Conspiracy in the Stars. This episode, don't tell the players, I've labeled it an explosive situation. It's totally fine. Don't worry. It's definitely, we're all good. So, yes, thank you so much for being here. Let's take a moment to say a quick few words, and then we'll go around and say hi to our cast and hear a little bit about them and who they are and what they're doing. But hi, welcome on in. We are playing Dark Matter, which if you haven't seen it already, it is currently up in Kickstarter. It is getting close, heckin' close to that next level of fundraising, which will make them hit the spot where all the Roll20 stuff will already be in there for you. I have been having to put in every character, all the NPCs, bios, and info and stuff like that. If you hit that goal, you won't have to do it. You'll get all this cool stuff already implemented into Roll20. It'll be sweet as heck. So let's get it there. Thank you to Dark Matter for sponsoring us for this heckin' awesome show. Thank you to Roll20, who we are using for our rolls, and also highlights us as part of the Roll20 Spotlight program. Thank you, Roll20. I want to remind everyone who is here that you have a way to conspire and help out our crew in this mystery and in all that they are doing currently. Latia and PB are still have advantages from last week. So exclamation point conspire in the chat will get you the link, and any sorts of tips or bits will go towards the cast. And at $5 you can give out random advantage. At $10 you can choose someone who you think particularly needs that advantage, and at $20 you can grant someone a nat 20 so that they can take whatever situation that they're in and make it a movie moment, spectacular, critical success, all that good heckin' stuff. And as I said, everything is going to be split up amongst the cast to make sure these people are tipped and thanked for their time, for their wonderful performances, for being here, for being heckin' cool beans, and to let them know we super heckin' appreciate them. So that is all the preamble that I need to do. That being said, let's go around and say hi, hello to all our lovely, wonderful, amazing cast. We will go in the same order. We'll go clockwise around, starting with Latia.
It me. Hi, I'm Latia. I'm playing Kion, the Aviara bird person cleric, who apparently has a bit of a smartass streak when it comes to other Aviara, but that's okay. She's a little concerned right now, but everything will hopefully be fine, maybe. That's all.
Tis good. Very good. Awesome. Next, let's go around and say hi to Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Data Dave. I am playing Lucian. Hopefully my mic sounds good. Chat said it was loud. And all right, great. Well, Lucian, my character is a half-elf alchemist. He's extremely smart. He can create anything. He's always making something. But he's not necessarily it's book smart, not street smart. Some situation he kind of approaches kind of differently. He's like, oh, that's interesting. Like when you mentioned, hey, if they caught fire in this place, it'd be cool. But he's a very funny and wonky character, but very brilliant at the same time. And that's who I'm playing.
I love it. That's perfect. It's amazing. Next up is PB.
Hello, I am PB and apparently not muted, so I didn't even have to worry about that. I am playing Dr. Summer, maybe probably, who is playing a binder. She, is just wants to have a lot of friends, and sometimes you have to manifest your own friends, So that's what she does. She has a couple little friends they hang out, and one that kind of changes her personality, but you know what? It's not the worst thing in the world.
Amazing. Perfect. Both the Alchemist and the Binder are Mage Hand classes that are actually, there will be more of them coming out later. We're already helping out Mage Hand in their next Kickstarter as well as this one. by showing off some of their future amazing, wonderful classes. So take a gander at these beauties and see them when they come around next. Next up is Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games. I'm playing Zion, the Ranger Sniper, Vect. Keep saying, yeah, I almost said Zect, which is not a thing. He's very confused by Gogglefogger. He seems like he's started to get a gauge of what's happening around him until realizing that the good doctor had no idea that there were numbers behind him. And now his first sense is, well, he's going to explode. And he doesn't really want to get any Gogglefogger on himself because it'll be a lot of work to get that out of the metal shine. Plus, I mean, he wouldn't get paid, but that's also sad.
Yes, we'll hopefully we won't have to get into the mechanics of a Vect having to clean off that gore you are describing from their parts.
Yeah. Extra mage hand supplement. I'll hit him up.
Do you have this written yet? No, you need to write it because it's a thing.
I'll write it myself. I'll put it up there. We'll see how the session goes.
I love it. It's perfect. Amazing. All right. So, with that said, we're going to look back at what happened last time. There was a lot happening. You were all new characters in a new situation, surrounded by a whole bunch of somewhat suspicious people. So, basically, last time you were all hired by Professor Oren Toughlaw Gogglefogger, who has said that he has this invention that is so amazing, so important, so mysterious, it's going to absolutely change everything in the galaxy, change how everything works in the whole galaxy. You are all here at this bar, which is on an asteroid literally at the edge of your known galaxy. And you have spread yourselves out. Well, you had spread yourselves out across this bar and were observing a number of different things and different people. You saw a sad Nautilid staring out the window into space. You observed a darkened booth where there were a set of halfling twins in a white suit and a kind of darker, more mysterious halfling in a dark suit. This whole booth being guarded by someone you recognize to be Tiberius Vinter, the High Lord Marshal of the Coalition, the most highly respected military corporation in the verse. No biggie. Someone that would have cost an immense amount of money to hire and bring out here. So that was something that caught your eye. There was a loud, grumpy dwarf losing to cards to a beautiful woman in a red dress. An amoeboid sitting in front of the stage already, even though the presentation wasn't even about to start yet, that seemed to be taking notes about something. There was a high elf woman sitting at the bar who seemed to be people watching and enjoying a bubbly drink. And there was an armored Ave Ra also at the bar, kind of at the end, more closer guarding the door. So you observed and stopped what appeared like was going to possibly be a gun drawn as a possible assassination, which turned out to be just a Thwirl event, a blue space techno-chomping squirrel who you quickly dispatched and then...
8.
Would you agree this is an accurate description of what happened?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just plop that thing in my mouth, and now it's sitting in my stomach.
Perfect.
I ate it.
Amazing. And after that moment, you took a moment to one of you took a moment to scold the Ave Ra. One of you took a moment to scold the professor's assistants. Lots of scolding was happening. Lots of scolding was had. The professor needed help. The genius, verse-renowned professor needed help with his tech on stage, and Lucian promptly turned it off and turned it back on again, and that seemed to work. Amazing tech roll. Got you that one. And then finally, after much questioning, the presentation finally started. Things got dark. A purple light fell across the bar, and stars came out, almost like a 3D copy of your known galaxy was shown. The professor started the presentation, as is tradition, with an absolutely terrible joke, which none of y'all approved of, I don't think. And went on to explain what his invention was, that it was going to open up the reaches of the galaxy that were currently unavailable due to the no magic zones, and how this, some people might not like this, but it would actually cause, a great balance across the galaxy, and how this was important to do. Meanwhile, while this was happening, most people seemed intrigued or impressed. There was one person booing, and a small scuffle ensued from that. The professor indicated behind him to what he said was his blueprints, but instead turned out to be numbers counting down on the screen. And I think we got as far as 2 before something was said. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was until 2 when something was said.
I think so. I think we said something around like 5 or 4.
Okay.
But then
and
he turned around and we were watching like 3. Because around 2 he was like, what? And that's when we're like, oh God, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we will take a moment to pause at 5, since that's what you recall. And I will ask everyone to roll initiative to determine, just so we know what order people want to react to things in. No big deal. Ooh. See.
This is a change in the winds from last episode.
As a ranger, I'm gonna stop saying it. Rangers have advantage. We'll remember that. Well, I'm glad I do, because that's
there you go.
15, much better.
Much better. Okay.
Much better.
Okay, Lucian. Sorry, Gabe, can you pronounce... I think I was saying Zion, and I think I was saying it wrong.
No, you're right.
Zion? Okay.
Yep.
I just want to make sure. Thank you.
Thank you for asking.
And Dr. Summer. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there is a thunderstorm happening outside my house. It's very loud. Just for mood. Just to up the tension. Okay. So, I'm gonna say y'all were here observing. This was your job. There was a presentation happening, but also you were already, talking to a number of these characters. You were already here kind of doing security at this bar. You were already doing all that sort of stuff. I'm going to ask you first and foremost, we'll start with Keon. Where would you be looking before this happened? Would you look to observe anything?
So Keon had taken the seat of the other Aviara. How close to the stage was that?
The Aviara was actually sitting back, still towards the bar. There were 3 rows of seats, and I think the only ones at the back were the high elf woman was sitting kind of towards the back row of seats. The dwarf had been sitting towards the back row of seats. Captain Lysander the Nautilid, who you had already observed and spoken to, had been sitting near the middle, but when the dwarf started booing, she got up to shush him. So she is at the back where he is. The 3 halflings and their bodyguard are kind of near the middle. The amoeboid is at the amoeboid who is really excited for the presentation is near the front. I think that's around sort of where that's the approximate layout.
Okay. So I can kind of see most of the people in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you're kind of back towards where the guard was.
Mhm.
Did you catch his name? I'm trying to remember.
I did. Yeah. Something Horus.
Yeah, Sir Helio Horus.
Helio Horus. Yeah. I knew
Perfect.
it was alliterative.
Yes, perfect. So that's exactly correct then. Yeah. So that's where everyone is, sort of. So you're sitting back towards where. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So perfect. That's good. So Lucian, where would Lucian have seated himself or be looking?
Lucian would be looking right directly at the stage. He was just so interested in what was going on, seeing the stars, and he noticed early on the countdown, but he thought something cool was gonna happen as a result. So he's just sitting here in anticipation, like, He didn't really look around because he's like, this is a professor. I can learn something from this. And he's just sitting there like, oh, the professor doesn't know what that is. This is gonna be interesting. In his mind, at least.
Perfect.
But he would be closer to the stage after helping out. So seated somewhere closer to the front.
Okay. Good to know. Where would Zion be? And would you be trying to observe anything?
Probably not that far. Probably like 10 feet away. As soon God, when he realizes that the beautiful professor is unaware of the countdown, I think he'd try to like grab him with his whip actually and pull him away if he could.
Okay. I will note that. Okay. And Dr. Summer.
Dr. Summer is, when you're in class and like you don't want to be like the person who's sitting in the first row, because you're like, no, that's like that seems too desperate. No. We'll sit a little bit more back. We'll play it a little bit more cool. That's what Dr. Summer is doing. Dr. Summer very interested in what the good professor has to say, but doesn't want to show it because we're here on the job. I'm probably somewhere near the middle back in the audience is where I am. And once we realize that, it's not like a cheeky countdown to show us the blueprints, probably stands up alarmed and is like, what? And that's why she has it too.
Okay.
There's a small amount of panic there, but that's around where she is, somewhere in like the middle back section of the audience.
Good to know. All right. So with that being said, we will go back to sort of the moment we were in, where we had, that excitement at first when the professor was first sort of doing his demonstration and showing off that beautiful star display and describing what he intended to do. There had been a bit of excitement until that moment of booing. There had been that rustle, that little bit of a tussle, and then a quiet had fallen the crowd until the moment, at approximately 5 when y'all brought his attention to the screen, and he turned around and indicated, those are not my schematics. And then 2, 1, I think, Keon, you observe Captain Lysander stop fighting with the dwarf for a moment, turn to face the stage, and raise an arm. Lucian, you're excitedly waiting. You're you're waiting for the confetti to go off right in front of the stage. Zion, you have that quick moment of reaction and pull out a whip. Do you have a move for this? You want to try and hit it for me if you want. If you want to try, and in the last second, remove the professor from the stage with the whip.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hit him with the whip, but instead of damaging, just move like 5 feet if I can.
Mm-hmm.
So would that be an attack?
Yeah, I would say it's an attack. Roll it as an attack.
Wah, wah, wah.
Because you're trying to grab him.
That's a 24.
Oh, yeah. So the professor isn't even turned around facing you. The professor is turned back towards the screen that is counting down, having that moment of confusion to say, these are not my schematics. And you manage to get that whip and pull him.
Yoink.
Dr. Summer, was there... You got it. You said you got up, right? You said you got up and kind of.
Yep. Yeah, I got up to like try to do something, and with 2 seconds left on the clock, in those 2 seconds, Dr. Summer is going to look around, flail a little bit, and then like duck down, like like cover her head because she's like, I can't. I have to shoot one.
No, that's extremely fair. And valid. So with that said, yep, the countdown happens, and unfortunately, Lucian, it's not confetti. So a blast rips through the bar, and I'm going to need Zion and Lucian to make dexterity saving throws.
Ah,
Oh no.
I welcome it. I don't think I have anything for this.
Right.
Nope.
Didn't we roll?
Okay.
10.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna roll a dex save for Professor Gogglefogger. I'm gonna give him an advantage because you pulled him away.
Yeah.
So
Take one for the team. I'm gonna shield him with my body and then go flying.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Glad you
good.
rolled advantage.
You good. So I think that might help a little bit.
Can I shield him with my body?
I think
still
you've
go
done.
fly.
You've
Whatever
honestly
you want.
saved him by doing what you did. So he's good.
Yes,
So
how likely is it? How possible was it that he could have died here?
it's possible. He was right on the stage. So it is a thing. It's not a thing. I'll tell you that. I'm going to roll. And Lucian, you're gonna take half of this, and unfortunately, Zion, you're gonna take the whole thing.
That's fine.
Can't take that all of it.
I'm real sorry.
All right.
Mama ain't raised no screw wrench.
Oh, I did not roll well. What did you? Okay.
Dang, that could have been a lot.
It could have been a lot. It was 5d6. It was not nothing. So Zion, you take 11 points of force damage. Lucian, you take 5 points of damage to your HP.
All right. Oh, man.
I would say, Dr. Summer, you managed to... You were both far enough away, and you backed down enough. And Keone, the bar was pretty much clear of the immediate blast. However, in this moment, this blast rings out. There's a concussive force. The audience is scattered by the blast. There are individuals holding their ears. There are people shouting. there is a large beam that comes down and crashes from where it was above in the ceiling. Rusted ceiling panels come down towards the elvish matriarch, Hierarchal, who had been sitting in the back, and she just kind of takes a step and avoids them completely, without even like glancing at the debris. Sir Helio Horus rushes forward to the stage, and he starts barking orders to anyone that is within range. He shouts, "I'll get the professor! You all look for the assassin! Find who did this!" And a moment later, he actually unleashes a light sword, whoosh, and grabs the professor from where you are and starts to turn to get him out of here to safety. And that's when all hell breaks loose, and you hear just people injured, people shouting, people starting to point the finger at one another. And with that said, we will hit true initiative. Keon, back at the bar, what would you like to do?
I'd like to make my way toward Zion, who I probably could see took a good amount of that concussive blast. But while I'm on my way there, like, I just want to kind of like scan the room. Like, does anybody not look panicked at this moment? Like, is there nobody who's like, I should probably get away from the scene, or darn it, my concussive blast didn't kill the professor?
Roll me perception.
Okay. Oh
god damn.
That's 21.
Okay, well, from where you were, you had a pretty good view. You saw several people get just knocked back. You do see the back row was not as I mentioned, the High Elf matriarch seemed to have stood up and take a step as if she knew right before the beam landed. She just took a step away. You see that the dwarf Cyrodiil, who you had a bit of a conversation with previously, is kind of prone, groaning, complaining. You see Captain Lysander still standing there with an arm raised. You see that one of the three halflings seems grievously injured, and the bodyguard with them is pulling them back and almost making kind of a barrier to put his those that he is guarding behind for safety. The amoeboid in the front also very, 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 very hurt. That's sort of what you see.
Okay. As I'm passing by Captain Lysander, does the arm look raised in, like, are they pointing, or is it like a no stop? Or like, what is the arm? Does it look like a, hey, what's going on there? Or a, I'm issuing a concussive blast out of my arm?
No, she looks a bit out of it and has something in her hand.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're going over to Zion?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a mental note of that, but right now people are hurt and I'm a cleric, so I'm gonna go over to Zion and give him a cure wounds.
Okay, roll that for her. You can easily make the bar is not super duper long. Like, if you have 30 feet, you got it. You're good. Also, Zion was kindly blown backwards to. Oh my god! So.
Yes.
How much damage did you take, Zion?
11.
How much healing did you just do? Yeah.
11. So here, have all your health back. Not knitting wires back together and stuff, and it's just like you're not the first Vex I've had to heal. I'm kind of good at this.
That was efficient. I was in pain.
Well, hopefully now you're not.
No, I am not. And he like opens a compartment in his stomach, and the Thrall is probably just like a skeleton now. Ah, and you cleaned my skeleton.
Oh, unintended side effects.
Unintended bonuses.
Okay.
He head pats you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm not a child.
Yes, but you're very infant-like in your happiness. Thank you.
I'm gonna say that that's time on that
Mhm.
on that move. and
Don't write that
after
note, Latia. Don't write that death note.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is so good. So moving after Keon is Sir Heliohorus, and he does as I mentioned, he from where the professor is prone, where you saved him, pulling him back, and he only took that half damage. He picks him up in one arm, has his lit sword in the other, as this display of almost like heroic badassery of saving this dude. Picks him up and starts to try and get out of the bar with him, but he is kind of taking a quick second to scan to make sure, you know what I mean, like that it's kind of clear around him as he does this. And as I said, he gives a nod to you, Keon, as you sort of run in, and he's like rushing out with the professor. And then up next is Lucian.
All right, so Lucian, after getting hit, was like, "Wow, this like, it kind of hurts. I didn't know we were having a 4D presentation." But then he recognizes the situation and say, "Wait, everyone's in panic. I should probably do something." So looking around, he really isn't the best at discerning who would be good and evil amongst all of the situation. So what he does is say, "Let me go look at the mechanism." So he dashes on stage and starts to investigate to see if he can find any clues on how did this happen? Is there a source, and can I track it back?
Okay, yeah. Roll me investigation.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah. So the most of the stuff that is here on stage is demolished. But looking around, you note that the majority of the important stuff of the professor's prototype, he had on his person. He mostly had it strapped to him. So there's a lot of bits and bobs here. There's the remainder of the screen. There's pieces of paper of notes with little burnt cinder bits are floating through the air where they've been completely just blown up, set slightly ablaze, and are raining down in a beautiful. You know what? You got your confetti. Here it is. It's the research notes now. They're gone.
He picks it up and goes, "Yay!" Oh wait, focus.
Wait, no. Another time. Yeah, and I'm gonna say that you're gonna need to do a little more research to know exactly, what was happening here, but it seems you can tell that there was a planted explosive device. You can tell that that the main prototype is not here, so you're assuming it's saved, and that what remains here is mostly, like I said, the screen and bits of stage that remain, bits of notes that remain. That's sort of all that's left. You'll need to do a longer thing to know exactly what the bomb type thing was, but you can tell at the moment that it seemed there was something planted here and detonated. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? That's
Is
your
there a way to
movement.
look
You're
further, or should I move? Or upon finding out that information and recognize that Professor has it, he heads over to the direction the Professor went. So that area,
Okay.
but still
Okay.
staying in the room with everyone.
perfect. Yeah. I would say because you were already so close to stage, you would have been knocked back, so you would have had to use a little bit of movement, get up, get on stage, but you would have been able to get back down from stage and start moving in that direction with the movement you had left. Um, with that, it is Zion.
Um. How is Gogglefogger looking?
He looks stunned. He is not fighting being taken out of this situation. He is like kind of agreeable to being removed from this scenario. If you recall when y'all did, y'all spoke to him like a little bit already, and he did voice that the competency of Sir Heliohorus is one of the reasons he wanted to have it here, in fact. He's known as a bit of a mediator, as a very safe person. He is part of the, oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Maybe you'll remember this, Latia. The Sepulchre Paladins?
Shoot. Hold on. I know this.
It is basically, for those of you that, you would all know this, they're famous. Like, they worship the Sepulchre Star. They are like kind of like the bright paladins of the verse.
Yeah,
they are
the Order of the Sepulchre.
Thank you. The Order of the Sepulchre. So he is known as a member of he is a renowned member of the Sepulchre, which is why one of the reasons that Professor Gogglefogger wanted to have it here was he knew of some of the safety measures in place. And he was confident in that. So he seems agreeable to being removed from this. He is kind of still just shaking it off. He does have, you can't see exactly, like he still has his backpack on.
Yeah.
It did come with him. That's sort of what you see there.
How's that trio that was in the booth doing?
You roll me perception?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
14.
Yeah. So, you see that they were somewhat close to the screen. They were kind of in the middle section. And you see Tiberius Vinter, the least hurt of them, as he was on the edge to kind of watch them, to take care of them, seated as they were seated further towards the center, to block them off and keep them safe. And that has gone backwards because now those that were closer to the middle were those the most harmed. It seems one of the twins is grievously injured and the other twin is very upset about it, and is probably screaming at this point. And Tiberius Vinter is just barricading them into this, kind of like backing them into like pushing tables up to make a bit of a barricade, and is now like gun drawn looking around the bar.
If I'm able, I'm just gonna probably try to help the one that looks grievously injured in whatever way. If it's like patching up, if it's giving them like a potion, basically like stim kind of thing.
Okay. If you want to go over there, you're gonna have to roll me persuasion to convince Tiberius Vinter that you're like here to help.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Not good. 18.
Oh,
I
dang.
lied.
What do you say?
I am a medical combat vet here to help in any way that I possibly can. I see one of your party is grievously injured. May I assist?
So as I said, Tiberius Vinter was definitely nervous when you say this. He looks back at his party that he is guarding, and as I said, one of the twins is like, "Let him in! She's hurt! Do something!" And so you see, it's the female halfling twin is very, very injured, and Tiberius moves the table so you can get in and heal.
Perfect.
Okay.
Damn you.
So, I'm gonna say. Dr. Summer, you rolled really low, so some of the NPCs are gonna act before you. I'm gonna say, at this moment, Cyrodiil the dwarf, from his position, draws a gun and points it up at Captain Lysander and shouts, "It's her! It was her! I saw her! She did this!" And Captain Lysander, who, as I have told you before, is a Nautilid, is very large, very, has a large, capable, very looming figure, and also very visibly on her back, a rocket hammer. Is going to pull out said rocket hammer and, well, one of them's gonna shoot and one of them's gonna try and do a smash.
no.
Yeah, that's happening in, kind of the back area of the bar. Just a rocket hammer, no big deal. Yeah. It's fine. Sorry, let me just. I have her right here. Let's see. Rocket hammer. Woohoo! Well.
Oh boy.
So that I'm gonna say 23 is definitely a hit with the rocket hammer. Sorry, I'm trying to. I have her stats all set. I don't have Cyrodiil. Andy, where are you? There he is. Yes, that bypasses his AC. By a lot, and is going to do. And also this. And,
And another 8d5. What?
No, the rocket hammer is a d10 plus a d4 plus 3.
Ooh.
So you see him draw his gun, pointed up at her, shout that it was her. She draws her rocket hammer and drops it on him, and he stops protesting. That being said, Dr. Summer, what do you want to do?
Dr. Summer still has no idea this has happened because she's probably like under like a chair or something as after this explosion.
I would say where you were kind of towards the back, this would be happening a few chairs down from you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I hear like, ears ringing. All I hear is like,
oh yeah.
And so I will slither up from like where I was down below, just like really not really bothered by anything around me. My body just, morphs around it. As I'm standing back up, I'm like, what the heck? And I see just like a hammer coming down on a dwarf, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of poetic. And then I look around the other way, and I see kind of like where this explosion's path was, and the barricade on one side, Zion doing something or other with that dangerous person.
Flirting.
Did you ask the magical flirt question that we all learned last episode?
Is it about
He
kissing?
didn't. He did not ask if Venter wanted to be smooch friends. He did not.
I don't want to smooch Venter. I want to smooch the cute tiny people.
Well,
Fair
either
enough.
way, you didn't ask.
All three of them.
Valid.
Hey, you'll have time still. There's still time. Don't worry. Don't worry.
See, this is why when Jess said that they were running the game, I'm like, yes, let's do it.
You like to be smooch friends. You're going to see a around Dr. Summer, a couple of like boop 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 boop. You'll see 4 all very different looking but very similar sized, just like cute, almost figurine looking spirits just like appear around Dr. Summer. One of them is a little bit darker and like more sad looking, the like more emotional looking one. There's one that's a little bit directly next to it, really bright, really happy, very excited. There's one that kind of like vaguely looks like a sword, or like maybe more like a dagger because of the size, but definitely has personality about it. It's very confusing, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. And then the other one is very reminiscent of that of a just not to be cliche, but kind of like lightning in the bottle is what it looks like. And they just pop up around Dr. Summer, and she looks around at the room, but Dr. Summer has really bad perception. Dr. Summer was not made for looking. So she sees the rocket hammer person. There's was it the elf lady who
Yeah, she'd be at the back too, kind of not too far from you.
Right next to a huge scorch mark next to her, I'm assuming, like against the wall.
Something came down and dropped, and she just took like a step to the left out of the way.
Yeah, next to some destruction or other. And Dr. Summer is just going to look at the spirits and be like, okay, there's 4 of you. It's time, make a decision, guys. Which one are we going for? Are we going for elf lady or rocket hammer person? And I'm gonna roll a d4, and there will decide for me who I'm going to attack in this way.
I am here for this dice supported indecision, can I just say?
Let's see. We'll do 2 or less. It will go to the elf lady. 3, 4 go to the rocket hammer. I'll roll 1d4. Here we go. All right, we're attacking the lady. We're attacking elf lady.
Okay, let me how this looks.
And I'm like, okay. Well, we see little haunted looking spirit being like they all point. They go like whoosh and whoosh, and literally all of them went to elf lady. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I also don't want to fight the rocket hammer. You're right. That seems dangerous. And so with that, I send out my blade spirit, who not my blade spirit, he can attack far away. Blade spirit just will be sad because he can't attack anything. Instead, I will use my lantern, who's just like a little ball of light of happiness. You can even imagine like a little smile and be like, hey, as they make attack. She's about 30 feet away from me, eh?
No, she would probably be within 10 feet of you.
Oh, she's real close.
Yeah.
And so she is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 radiant damage as you just see this ball of lightning go, yay, and then whoosh.
Okay. She has wait. Yep, she doesn't have anything too special for her dex saves. She does have +2. So 16.
I'll be completely honest with you. I said that, and then I didn't even think about, well, hey, what is she trying to beat? Because D&D. You know what? 14 seems pretty high. I'm just gonna say that doesn't hit. While I try and figure out what the heck my roll will
8
be.
plus 2 plus your spellcasting modifier. Am I right on this? Yeah.
8 plus 2. Okay, so no.
Sometimes I remember the rules.
Damn, look at you. I sworn I switched that. That does not hit. So you just see my little spirit go wee straight, too excited, and goes straight past it. And when it returns back to me, I'm like, you did the thing again where you got too excited. Like, I know it's an exciting thing, but I need you to we really need to work on this. You're getting a little overexcited. And you just, anybody near me would just hear like, and the other spirits would be like,
I love this.
Amazing. Okay. I love it. It's perfect. It's wonderful. I'm gonna say she looks at you as you and doesn't blink and doesn't move as you send this thing flying past her. She you see her shine for a second, almost in a magical spell kind of way. And then she says, "We should stop the attacker," and turns and looks at Captain Lysander, and she says, "You stop." And that's gonna be her turn. It's back to Keon.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. How does... No, she's more concerned about helping. She'll go to the NPC amoeboid in the front, who's probably dying at this point. And cast Cure Wounds on them.
All right.
Well, are they alive?
Yes, they are alive. They do not look good. They seem to have switched form, which happens sometimes with amoeboids. They seem to have been wearing some fancy, they were a bit overdressed, but in an unusual sort of way. They couldn't pick what to wear for this event, so they had worn a robe, and then they had actually had a... If y'all had gone and talked to them, they're wearing a bandolier of grenades strapped to them, which they seem to have warped away from and have dropped. So now it is sitting in a rumpled pile closer to the stage where things are still falling and things are happening, and they seem to have squished kind of backwards. And when you can absolutely run a heal on them.
So they get 5 hit points.
Okay, that helps. They're nowhere near losing unconsciousness at this point. They seem much more oh, thank you. Oh, what is going on?
That's a good question, I say, as I pick up the bandolier of grenades.
Oh, I just thought those were cool.
Well, this is evidence now. I'm going to take it.
I paid a lot. No, that's fair. Okay. All right. Yeah, you should take that.
Mm-hmm.
And they do not resist.
Okay. Does it look like there's any empty space for does it look like all the grenades are on it?
There do not appear to be any empty. There is no obvious missing thing.
Okay.
On the bandolier.
Okay. And then as I heal this amoeboid and take the bandolier, if I have any more movement left, I'm going to make my way back to Captain Lysandra.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where you were. You've moved forward. You have a little bit movement to get sort of halfway back.
Yeah, I'll just make my way there.
Okay, perfect. Amazing. It is back to Sir Helios' turn, who makes his way out of the bar at this point, nursing the professor. Not literally, but carrying softly and gently in a protective fashion.
He's babying him.
Yes, with a thank you. With a very fancy flaming sword in the other hand. Lucian.
All right, so just to confirm, who are the two people fighting again? The one with the rocky hammer and someone else?
Yeah, the Nautilid, who was the big, armored, suited, kind of like when we talked about, the big daddies from, literally kind of an old-timey diving suit almost, but filled with water for these water-based creatures. Had a huge strapping, heavy powered sword, hammer, rocket hammer attached to their back, which they have pulled out and sent smash down on the dwarf who is shooting at your blue, not Sonic friend. That time. that happened? That dude. The one that was losing at cards, whose table and money you teleported away. He
I imagine
seems...
it's like
Yeah, go ahead.
Reinhardt.
That's
It's
what
like-
I imagine.
Yeah. I imagine it's
imagine
like Reinhardt.
So following Dr. Summers' lead of attacking him, Lucian decides to say, hey, maybe the best way to help in this situation is to just stop the fighting altogether with
Mhm.
violence. So he ends up pulling out a bomb,
Mhm.
a psionic bomb,
Mhm.
opens it up. It's like about the size of a coconut, opens it up, grabs a couple potions from his bag,
Mhm.
throws them all in, and then this material, which is pretty strange, it's in there, this liquid, it's just changing colors over and over and over. He says, I wonder what this will do. He closes the bomb and he tosses it towards the Nautilus figure.
Okay.
And so with
Do
the
you have
Nautilus bomb, I have to roll a d6, and it can be
Yep.
one of those effects.
Yep.
So let's do 1d6. What's gonna come out of it is fire.
Oh, okay.
And then the saving throw will be dexterity.
Okay. That's fair. Captain
horrifying.
Alexander
Yep.
is actually...
Close.
She's surprisingly dexterous. So let's see. Wow, 2 nat 1s. I love that I just complimented how surprisingly dexterous she was, and then she went and did that. So she fails. So how much damage is that?
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. Yeah.
Yep. Hit that bomb button underneath. Just click where it says bomb, and it should give us the damage.
Yeah. Click under what's it. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, where?
Was that the one?
No, where it says bomb +5.
Oh, click that.
When you scroll your mouse over the bomb, it should there you go.
Thank you. Thank
DC
you.
15 half damage. Dex 10. All right. You see. Oh no, Cyrodiil. You can't succeed on a dex save if you're knocked out. So you see 2 things. You throw this bomb and it lands, and yep. So sorry. She is unable to move out of the way. She seems to be moving rather slowly, but also not moving at all is the dwarf at her feet, who also takes this damage. She seems to reel from it, but not make any noise. So she does take this damage, but so does the unconscious dwarf, who I'm not going to describe how bad he looks, but he does not look good.
Oh. I'll fix that. He yells. He says, "Yeah, I'll have to make a potion for that later."
Yep. Okay. So it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to do before your turn ends? That's your action.
Can I use a regent to make a medical potion? I say, ooh, I didn't expect that to happen.
I think your regents can be added onto things you're using and can be added to make things in downtime, but in the moment they can only be added. You can add a D10 onto. Do you want to add an extra D10 onto that damage?
Oh no, I think I'll be fine with that.
Okay.
Well, after throwing the bomb, Lucian backs up a little bit further from the violence in case he throws another, but I don't think that'll be happening.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that'll be my turn.
Okay, perfect. Zion.
How's the injured woman?
Did you roll a healing?
No, I wasn't sure if I should or not.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead and roll a healing.
Okay. Medicine?
Oh, do you not have a healing spell? Then go ahead and
Oh,
roll
no,
a medicine.
I was gonna give her a potion or medicine.
Oh.
I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, you can do either.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a basic potion because then I
Okay.
can't fail.
Sounds good. Yeah, they would be
For 5.
extremely agreeable to this. All right. She was unconscious. She comes, she her eyes flutter, but she's still like out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like she's still not good, but she was on death's door and you stopped that.
So like reaching
So-
out, little syringe, almost like adrenaline, just jamming into her chest.
Yeah. Yeah, and you see the brother twin kind of like, Kiri! Oh my gosh! Thank you! Thank you! Like, just, and, yeah. He's going between, like, her and you right now, kind of like, just aghast, but, like, pleased, but...
You're welcome.
And then I'll probably just stand up and see the bomb go off, and then see the dwarf on the ground, and see the big one with the hammer.
Oh, this literally never ends. Okay.
And like the face extends again with like the red visor, and I'll just move closer that direction.
Okay, perfect. Good. So at this point, I'm gonna say Captain Lysander, not like fully aflame since she's mostly metal filled with water, is going to, as I said, she went reeling back from your attack, from your bomb and everything like that. She probably like, stumbled a tiny bit. She is going to turn and start making her way towards the door. So that is what she is doing. Dr. Summer.
I am going to move into range of the person now running away. And by melee range is what I mean. So I can try to stab them
Okay.
with my dagger. So I just like kick out of the way the chair is
Yeah.
in between.
So you
me
run
and
towards
them.
this giant armored rocket hammer wielding.
No fear.
Cool.
No fear. Oh, you said they were wearing all metal
Yep.
armor.
Yep.
All right. Dope. Because then what I will do is I will make what will happen is as I get close to her, I have my dagger out, but you'll see like behind one of my ears, you'll see my little lightning in a bottle like whisper. Oh, well, I mean, you wouldn't know it's whispering because it's like lightning in a bottle with a smiley face on the bottle, obviously. And it comes up and it's like, and I'm like, oh, you right. And what happens is I drop my dagger into my other hand, and into my hand that's now reaching out towards this Nautilid, you'll see the lightning creep down my arm as I try to make a shocking grasp attack.
Okay.
I'm going to click this button, and I'm hoping it will tell me what to do.
Okay.
Did I do anything? Nope. All right.
Not yet.
Oh,
There you
there
go.
it is.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. That definitely
20.
works.
Yeah, and I probably would have worked anyways because they had armor
Yeah.
or something. Obviously, I read my 3-paragraph spells very closely.
Mhm.
On a hit, yeah. So they'll take 1d damage.
Yeah. So if you click on where it says,
Yep. They
Yeah,
take
no, that's-
1 lightning damage.
oh, but it says
on
plus
a-
4.
Well, that's to hit, right?
Oh, okay.
But what does happen is, on the hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage, and it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. So what that means is that as I do that with my bonus action, because I'm a sneaky gal right now, I am going to disengage from Rocket Hammer Lady, and I am going to walk backwards away from the situation. Like, all right, 1 lightning. Oof, that could have gone better. And just mosey my way on back.
Perfect. Amazing. That's great. She can't take reactions? Is that what it...
Yep, she cannot take reactions until her next turn. Their next turn.
Okay. That is good to know. Next up is going to be the wild woman. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna take the help action to help Dr. Summer next turn because she's closest to you. So yeah, she's gonna say, yes, we should definitely stop her from leaving the premises, and provide you with the help action. And it's back to Keon.
Cool. Well, I was gonna do one thing, but then I saw the dwarf's body flop around the floor. So I'm gonna go and see if he's breathing.
He's not. He's not. He's still intact. He is like he was already knocked out
Mm-hmm.
from the hammer.
And then the bomb didn't do me
No,
any favors.
but you could try and heal him. He's not so far gone.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it because it's
go
what
for it.
I do. 7 potential points of healing.
I'm gonna say he went from looking really crispy to a little bit cleaned up, and you do see suddenly his chest rise. He is not opening his eyes. He's just barely breathing.
That's okay. That's okay. This is all I want. So Keon is gonna like breathe a huge sigh of relief and then point at Captain Lysandra and say, what the heck? Stop her!
Awesome. Good stuff. Lucian.
All right. Am I fast enough to get in front of Captain Lysandra?
I wouldn't say you're able to get kind of close to her, but I wouldn't say you're able to
cut her
get
off?
out in front of her. No. But you could
think I
get pretty close up.
You think I could use a teleportation bomb to
Oh.
maybe like go in there?
At her?
Or at least at like for me to teleport over there.
Hang on, I was trying to pull up all your stuff. Your stuff is extremely unique.
So let's see.
What does it say? Do you have a teleportation button in there?
It says by replacing your bomb explosive content. With that, you can change the teleportation bomb. The bomb deals no damage. Instead, it opens a rift in space, instantly teleporting you to the point of detonation.
Okay.
So if it explodes within 30 feet of you.
Yep, that sounds to me like you can do it. So yeah, if you want to use your action, that is your action and movement, I would say you get in front of her.
Okay. All right. Well, Lucian heard what Keon said and said, we need to stop her. So what he does, he gets the teleportation bomb and he tosses it directly in front of Captain Lysandra to kind of cut her off. All of a sudden, would just a standard throw be fine? Or do I need to use catapult?
How far does your bomb go? Does it go
30
more than
30 feet, I believe.
Yeah, it needs to go a little further than that. You could start to step forward and then throw it, and I would say that's enough.
Okay.
It's probably like 40 feet. If you move forward like 10 feet and then chuck it, you can probably do it.
Okay. Well, then he dashes out ahead of him and tosses the bomb to cut her off.
So do you teleport forward through that, or do you leave a portal in front of her so she cannot get out?
That's actually a better idea. Could I throw a bomb in front of her? That would teleport her back? Maybe she runs into it?
Yeah, you can like basically leave like a cartoon style pit trap in front of her.
That would be amazing. So he dashes ahead, tosses the teleportation bomb to open up a rift in front of her. Do I have to do a throw for this? Roll for it?
Yeah, roll for it to see if you get where you want to hit.
All right, so that would go under bombs, correct?
Yeah, just hit bomb.
All right, let's go to bombs. Ooh.
You chuck it, it hits the bar, a portion of the bar goes missing, and one of the bartenders that was hiding behind the bar is like, hey!
It's like, I'll pay for that later.
And then scrambles further back behind the bar. Like,
It's like, that was an attempt.
it was a very good thought and a very good
And he's
attempt.
like, I wonder where that ended up at. We'll see later.
Things just keep going missing from this bar. Amazing. Next is Zion.
I don't know if he knows what to do here.
Stop her!
Yeah. That's-
Can I try to restrain her with my whip then?
You can certainly try.
Like Indiana Jones?
Sure. I feel like this is a bit like a contested grapple.
That's fine. Should I just roll to hit and then
Yeah.
should
roll to hit.
should we roll on her turn if it works?
I would say go ahead and roll to hit. We'll see if you. Okay, you definitely got
23.
her. And you whip. You got her. Yeah, I mean her turn comes right after yours. Go ahead and roll a strength, and she'll roll a strength.
Oh, not good at that. That's a nat one. That's a nat one.
Oh no.
For comedic purposes, can I go with her?
Sure. I mean, hang on. Let me just double check she doesn't also roll in that one.
Life is not that lucky.
She
in
rolled
space.
2 nat 1s last time.
If you-
No, so she definitely drags you along with her. Yeah,
it's
so
very
she
like
Stop moving.
Very
he
good.
does not maintain his cool.
I love it.
That's very, very good. I like it.
I'm
That's
fine with it.
amazing. Yeah. So she will drag you towards the door, but I would say you've slowed her slightly.
I'll take it. More
Yeah.
effective than I was expecting.
So you're coming along for this ride now, and she is headed for the door. She's probably like pretty much reached the door, and is dragging you with her. That would be your turn and her turn. So Dr. Summer.
I am going to go back into melee range, and I am going to this time actually try to stab her with my short sword this time, because I am more scared now than I was before. So I will go in for the stabby stab, or at least try to. 18.
Yep. Oh yeah, that hits.
I go in for the stabby stab. And no one is close to her, correct? Only me?
I mean, Zion is like 5-10 feet away being dragged, and I'm just gonna call her by her name. The Oracle is on the other side of you, kind of encouraging you on. But were you looking for like advantage or something?
Oh, well, for sneak attack, but it does not appear that
okay.
anyone
No, I
is
wouldn't-
close enough for that.
Yeah, no one's close enough. Yeah, sorry.
So that'll go boop boop boop, 7 attack there, and then rallying in from behind me, in support is going to be my little blade spirit. My little blade spirit's gonna come in, and as a bonus action, is going to make a melee spell attack towards the meanie bobini in front of me, as I desperately scroll to try and figure out which page this stupid thing is on. There it is. As my bonus action, I'll do that within 5 feet of me. So it goes from behind me, in like a stabbing motion with itself, because it is a dagger shaped spirit, and it's a melee spell attack, which I'm assuming is just a spell attack. So I'm just gonna roll. We're just gonna say my melee spell attack is roll, what is it, 1d20 plus my charisma, which is my spell attack bonus, plus 4, I guess. Man, it has been a hot minute, guys, since I've played D&D numbers. Is that how you type it in? You know what? I'll just add 4 to it after the fact. 1d20 plus 4. Plus 4. So 15. Would a 15 hit?
Unfortunately, this heavy metal armor, it's just like ching.
So my Blade Spirit comes in and it's like, ah, and goes, ding.
Yeah, Latia.
The Oracle gave her the help action.
That's
the help
true.
action. They have advantage.
Yeah,
You have
You
advantage,
wanna-
Dr. Summer.
Oh,
roll again.
look at you with the hot tips. Nope, it was better the first time. Appreciate it though. So they
That's
come in
fair.
there like, ah, think.
Yeah.
Like, and then they'll go, ah, back behind me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll stand there like, because I can't move now. So I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to try to make myself seem as fluid as possible. Only in RP terms, because I am afraid.
No, that's fair. Yeah. And the Oracle is just like, yes, they have a lot of armor. You will have to do better next time. Just like matter of factly, like not helping. And
And my spirit turns around and just like, oh, it's the happy little lantern, and turns around like, smile, and then just death glares. And then
She
smiles
doesn't-
and turns back around.
she doesn't react. At that moment, with Zion being dragged, with Dr. Summer close enough to be in stabbing range, just as Captain Lysander is reaching this door, you hear a voice. Stop her! Don't let her! And from outside, you can see the woman in the red dress and several guards coming in. This is where it was happening, and the guards stop that! The captain! Stop the Captain Lysander! And the guards all lock on the captain, and several shots are fired, and the captain crumples down. Is everyone okay? She like steps over the woman in the red dress, steps over the body, and comes in. We're gonna need medics in here. We're gonna need help. Alright, is everyone? Are you? Looks down at Zion. Are you all right?
I think so. Oh.
Yes, I am fine. I did not like that.
The captain had something in her hand just after the blast.
She did what now?
The captain, just as the blast went off, had something in her hand that I was trying to get from her, but people kept dying. So I was a little preoccupied.
And as you are speaking to the woman in the red dress, the High Oracle steps over Captain Lysander's body and opens up her hand and pulls out a small device with a button on it. And with that said, we'll go to break, and we'll be back in a few minutes to see more of what exciting stuff is happening here. Yay!
You know what?
Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
I missed the twirl, all right? Because that thing is manageable.
Gabe. You still have the throw.
This whole, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna open my stomach and pet it. Well, I'm
And
on
on
the
that
floor.
note, we'll see you in like 10 minutes, everyone. Go get a drink, go do a stretch. We'll be back in a few. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Heck yeah.
Hello,
Thank you,
buddy.
thank you.
I love you.
Hello, everyone. We are back. I hope you had a good break. Don't forget, if you've been setting to do a stretch, don't forget to hydrate. All these things. Take care. Be safe. Don't stand on the part of the stage that's still on fire. Just get out of there. Be good to yourself. Take care. Stay safe. Even in bars that are slowly falling apart, like our crew is in. It's only
Everything's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. And now there are some security guards here to help. Anyways,
Maybe.
so we are back in the bar. The woman in the red dress, as I said, has come in bringing these officers with her, like ushering them in, looking around, calling for a medic. You pointed people in the direction of Captain Lysander, who is down unconscious on the floor now, prompted specifically towards what was in her hand, and the high elf woman picked it up and has presented you with a small device with a button on it. I think the Oracle actually turns and walks towards you, Keon, and offers it to you. Is this what you were requesting?
I mean, I wasn't requesting it, but she'll hold out her hand for it anyway.
She'll give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess this is what she had in her hand. I'm gonna menacingly hold my finger over the button. No.
I would say you're out of initiative now, so everyone, you can act freely at this point. The guards are investigating Captain Lysander. They seem to be discussing the best way to lift her up and take her to either to a local medical station, as she is completely unconscious. And the woman in the red dress turns. She was already speaking to you, Zion, and asking if you were all right. And Look, she looks around, somewhat startled. But where's the professor? Is everyone okay?
Everyone is alive. Captain Horace got the professor out of here. And I've just been going around healing everyone who looked like they might be dying.
The amoeboid that was at the front is like, yes, she helped me. Thank you. Oh, well, do we need more medics in here? And I think over Vinter, Tiberius Vinter is like, we still need a medic! Like calling from where he's barricaded his little group in into like his little table fort that he has made for his group of people. What do you all want to do? This is there are still like it goes silent for a second, and then there's that like as something else from the ceiling just like continues to fall down. There's still like something on the stage catches slightly more on fire. Like it's not a good scene, but y'all have contained this situation enough that no one is fighting, no one is shouting, no one is screaming. Medical attention has been given somewhat. Cyrdan the dwarf is still on the ground breathing, but not conscious yet. And the guards seem to be, as I said, debating what to do with Captain Lysander.
I turn my back on all of the chaos, and I usher me and my 4 spirits over into a corner, and we just like huddle together. Like I just hug them all, and I'm just like, you guys did all a really good job. Even you, I know, Lantern, I know you feel bad for missing. It's fine. But, we'll work on it. We're working, and just like hug them, and then one by one, they look like they disappear. And then I take another action to to get all of the tattoos and runes and stuff that are on my person visible to disappear, or at least appear to disappear. Because the authorities are here, and that makes me nervous. And so I look like just a normal. I go into my pack and I bring out like my old white coat and I just put it on, and I'm like, I am a totally normal citizen here. Nothing to worry about. In fact, I'll even blend in by walking over towards the other amoeboid. You're like, hello, fellow amoeboid.
How do you do, fellow amoeboid?
I go over and I talk to the other amoeboid in the house.
Where are Professor Oren's assistants?
They seem to be crouched down, kind of back still towards the booths. They are holding one another and looking alarmed and concerned. But like they look like they're gonna stay put. They look like they're not until they are directed as such. They look.
I'm gonna go over to them.
Okay.
Are you two okay?
What? Okay. Clearly a bomb went off. A bomb. Why was there a bomb?
I think that's what we're trying to figure out. But more to the point, are you two okay?
I think, Josie, are you okay? Yeah, Michelle, I'm okay. And they seem to be, like, checking each other. And they both turn to you at the same time, and they're like, I think we're okay.
Okay. Do you know where Captain Horace would have taken the professor in an emergency?
No! We're not from here. This is our first time on this asteroid. And like, one of them is interrupted by the other one. The professor did say that he wanted to come here because Sir Horace was very trustworthy and reliable, but I think as security, he's head of security here, so like head of security office, the security office.
Oh, okay. So Captain Horace is stationed on this asteroid?
Yes, he's head of security here. He keeps everything, like, despite the fact that this asteroid is on the edge of the galaxy, and you think it could kind of, like, be like, you know, the wild, wild west galaxy out here, but it's not. It's actually fairly well kept, or so we were told, until, this would make me question that.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. I would go get some water or something. You might be in shock or something. I'm gonna go confer with my other bodyguards or something.
They seemed, yeah, they nod at each other and look at you like you just gave them incredibly sage advice, and they try and they hold each other and walk over to the bar to try and get some water. Zion or Lucian?
All right, well, I go up to Keon after overhearing, and I was like, that's a pretty cool device you got there. Can I see it?
And she, she's put on the bandolier at this point, so what she does is that she just flips it around so that the grenades are on her back. And I've seen what you do with things like this, and maybe later, because we don't need more things to it. Why don't you go to the stage and see if you can discover anything about what might have exploded it?
Can I go with the device?
No.
He sighs and go, huh. All right, all right. I'll go back to the stage and see what I can find out, but I'm gonna hold you to that for later.
Okay.
Good deal. So he happily darts off to the stage to see what he can find out and gives it one more look with now a calm environment despite the stage being tattered and messed up.
Yeah, give me an investigation check with advantage this time, because you've already done like a once over. You've already succeeded at looking once. And then, so yeah, roll your investigation with advantage. And
I
then,
would do it with advantage just to make sure.
so I think it's actually set. Go ahead and roll it, and if it doesn't give you 2, we'll just roll it a second time.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
yeah, you're good.
22.
Okay. What specifically are you looking for?
Right now, just any traces, clues of what I can find on the stage. Like we know a bomb was set up and it's most likely to the device. But is there any way to source like where did it come from, or can we get details on Captain?
Oh, I'm sorry. The device I would have actually given you. The button, I would have
button.
given you that. So yes, if that's what you were talking about, then I would have given you that, but not my bandolier of grenades.
Oh no, grenades. That would be a sad story.
Oh, hold on. Let's rewind a second. You mean this
Yeah.
device in my hand? No.
Absolutely. Thank you. So he eyes it and says, I'll be back, and darts to the stage for this investigation.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you have this device in your hand, and it is a simple homemade device. Like it's not complicated. It is literally a one-touch button, and it seems to be like, it's clearly you can confirmly tell it's a remote detonator. Looking on the stage, tell me what it would look like for you. You're like testing and analyzing to see like what exactly this bomb was, or like are you doing this with potions, or are you like
Well, what he does, he puts down his goggles on his eyes, and I know I have a toolkit, a tinkerer's toolkit. So I started carefully taking apart the device, seeing what I can see on inside, like where's this part from? I don't know. Can I identify that? And just messing around with different pieces of technology, but like piecing them together or piecing them apart. See if there's any information.
Yeah. So then definitely you pull down your goggles and you are able to look closer. You look at this small detonator and you are able to identify other small, like just the tiniest bits of pieces, almost like you would not be able to see them if you weren't extremely good at this, had these tinkering tools and everything like that, and you find other small pieces made of similar materials. You're also able to, because you are so good with chemicals and substances, you're able to tell that this bomb is made of, once again, fairly simple. It wasn't actually that big of a blast. It did give out a pretty concussive force, but it was relatively small. It was kind of directly centered on that stage, almost like it was just meant to take out what is centered on that stage. And furthermore, you were able to tell with your alchemical processes that it's made of very simple materials that could have come from any spaceport, like any the materials on like a lot of ships, the materials in ship ports to work on ships. All of that is fairly easy to come by.
Okay. Well, after finding that out, can I take some of these materials home? Like take them with me? I'm sure they
It's
can be
alright.
recycled.
You can scrape up the ash, and like you are testing remnants. Do you know what I mean? There's not enough yet left to make another device. But you can take these samples, and like I said, they're very small, minute bits you can take.
Okay, so he takes what he can, throws it in his pack, and returns on the Keon said, didn't really find anything about that. You know, this compound is found pretty much everywhere around space. So we'll have to search around and see what else we can find out.
Okay. I mean, you know more about that than I do, so
And I want those grenades later. I want to try one, just for science. Just one, not two. Don't worry, we'll talk later. After seeing her reluctance.
okay. I'm gonna go find I'm gonna go to Zion as well. Are you still face down on the floor, or have you gotten up yet?
Probably still laying on the ground, petting the skeleton.
Okay, so here's what I imagine, and you can tell me how accurate this is. You are on your back, your stomach cavity is open, and you're just petting the skeleton,
Yes.
like just looking up at the ceiling, like
Yes.
this is my life. Okay, perfect.
Like it's a comfort object almost.
So I'm going to
Don't you judge me, Jess.
I love it. Truly, I'm so happy right now.
I'm going to kneel down at like by your head, and I'm gonna look over you. And I'm gonna say, so I found out something interesting.
What would that be?
So Captain Horace is the head of security on this asteroid.
Most likely he has betrayed us in some way, as we were the ones hired specifically to be bodyguards, and then Horace took them away very fast. Why would it be that the commanding officer would be the first one to leave a scene in danger?
That's a good theory. Lucian writes that
Were
down.
were you reading my mind?
Oh, no, I just sometimes sleep people forever for money.
I know what assassins are.
Oh, yes, I kill people for money sometimes.
Okay, cool. Anyway, yes, I am concerned that Captain Lysander may have been one piece of the puzzle, and the fact that the professor is gone now, along with Captain Horace, might be a bad thing. So once you've finished petting your thwirl, we should get together and we should get everyone together and put our heads together and probably go inspect where Captain Horace may have gone.
I doubt Captain Horace would have. If they are at the security office, they may go there temporarily, but that's where they know. I feel like we should check to see if they have a residence. Because if they are doing something bad, they will go to a safe home where we can be lying in wait in the dark in a chair with a rifle pointed at the door. Not speaking from experience.
I am probably going to ask you to tell me stories one day, but not right now. Whenever you're finished, I'm gonna go check on Dr. Summer.
And
It's probably really disconcerting, but his feet are up like this, and then they like robot like flatten down, and then his body raises. It's just
The reverse Michael Jackson.
yeah, basically.
I think I have pet my thrill enough. It has given me wisdom. Thank you, Sanic.
I put it back in my chest cavity. Close it.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I was gonna go talk to Dr. Summer next, but please offer narration for us.
I
Please.
was gonna say that Dr. Summer is not too far away. Like, Dr. Summer, you probably were close enough to hear at least some of this. Unless you were whispering.
No, I'm finishing up telling this you catch like when the camera pans back over to Dr. Summer and this other amoeboid, you catch the tail end of Dr. Summer closing her mouth, and the other amoeboid about to like speak to Dr. Summer as I'm listening to this kind of in the background, and I'm like, well, it was nice meeting you. You didn't get to tell me your name, but what is your common name?
Oh, they call me Ember.
Eber?
Ember.
Ember?
Eber.
Oh, yep. It was nice meeting you, and I am going to go. I'm a bodyguard here. Like I have to go back to work, but it was nice meeting you. Evan. I'll talk to you later, and I go back. To the other team, and I'm like, so we think that the other captain was also in on this? Is that what I captured? What I heard here?
Oh, hi. I was just coming to tell you that very thing. Also, we didn't actually introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Keon, and what's your name?
Dr. Steve stuff. So you see me like reaching into some of my pockets, until I find one with like with an ID, with like a space ID. And I'm like, Dr. Summer. It's Dr. Summer, that's my name. Dr. Summer.
Steve Summer. All right, it's nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you also, Keon.
Mhm.
And go ahead.
No, this is awkward. We keep talking over each other. I do this all the time. But as I understand it, you were also assigned to be one of Professor Oren's bodyguards, so I think we should have a bodyguard meeting.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Absolutely. Who are the other people in charge of guarding?
I am Zion.
He is Zion.
Oh, hello, Zion. Aren't you the one who ate the floral before?
Yes. I apologize for flashing you.
Oh, you died just fast, it seems. It's nice to meet you, Zion.
Yes.
And I'm Lucian, as he comes on over, like messing with a few posters and stuff. Like, yeah, good to see y'all.
Oh, it's nice to meet you also, Lucian. I've seen your handiwork, and I point at the bar. Just all of it.
Are you thirsty, Dr. Summer?
You know, I'm good. Thank you.
He like starts raising his finger, but then like lowers it again.
So thank you for the offer.
Oh, I really hoped you would have said yes. We had some daiquiris a bit earlier today, but next time.
They were delicious.
And like a spurt comes out of his finger, like a.
Yes, I'm here for it. Practice that one. Didn't used to taste as good.
Well, so we believe I see that the other captain has taken the professor somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to figure out where he would be from. Maybe we could ask some of the guards. Hopefully they'll know more about him.
I really want to talk to the lady in the red dress because I did not think that she was like a guard at all. So I want to know if she's like undercover, because that would be really cool.
Let's go find out.
So the woman in the red dress has, after speaking with y'all, and she kind of shouted out to try and get a medic, and someone actually did come in at her behest, and her and the medic are over at the table with the 3 halflings and their guard, and she's kneeling down and seems to be trying to help them. She doesn't seem to be doing the healing herself. She just seems to be directing and talking to them, and specifically she seems to be talking to the twin brother who was overexcited and like hyperventilating, and she's like, yes, she's just like speaking very calmly to him while the medic takes care of the twin sister.
I think maybe one of you should say something.
Are you saying that aloud when we're in front of her?
Yes. But kind of sotto voce. I don't know what, it's okay. I'll tap her on the shoulder.
She turns to you and she like nods for a second, and then she turns back. She's like, okay, just like that. You're just gonna keep breathing. Yeah, You're just gonna, just breathe. Almost as you normally would. You don't normally breathe. Well, okay, well, in, out, And then she looks at you kind of like, 1 second, like, yes, okay. And then once he seems to figure it out and be actually and actually I think his bodyguard actually is like tells her to like go ahead. Oh, yes. And she stands up and looks at all of you. All of you were here for all of this. Did you see what happened?
Sort of. And Keon kind of looks around at like, when did she become the voice of us? Yeah, we were hired by the professor to guard him. And we did that up until the point when we didn't.
Well, where is he now? And she looks at each of you. Did any of you see him?
Well, he went with Captain Horace, and we kind of don't know where he's at. Would you have any ideas?
He went with Captain Horace? Like they left together?
Kind of, sort of. Captain Horace took the lead.
You were outside. Did you see Captain Horace go by?
No, I was cleaning my dress. The stupid thwirl, I dropped my drink and then I'm not too far away, so I was starting to clean up and then everything shook and I started coming back, but I saw smoke, so I called the guards.
Okay. So you're not an undercover officer?
An undercover officer? No, I just come here sometimes to play cards.
Oh.
With me.
Keon looks visibly disappointed.
Yeah, this is where, when you are a doctor and sometimes people bother you a lot, and the only place I could go to relax is all the way on the edge of the galaxy. So when my work is very stressful, and I'm certainly no spy, though.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. We also didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm Carmen.
San Diego?
I was thinking that.
Do you say that?
Is it San Diego?
No. Carmen Kane. Dr. Carmen Kane.
Have I ever heard of a Dr. Carmen Kane?
Where? What kind of a doctor are you again?
I have approximately 5 degrees.
Oh, dang.
In psychology, sociology, environmental sciences, void sciences, and business degree.
No, Carmen is a doctor. So, you can... No, I don't think you would... It's a big verse out there.
How dare you not call me a doctor?
Well, you are certainly more doctor. You are 5 times the doctor. But she is like a meat on people doctor.
Meat on people.
Sorry, it's actually not as exciting as your kind of doctor. She just pokes at meat on people.
So Dr. Carmen Kane?
Yes, that's me. Do we know each other?
No, I don't believe we have ever met. It is nice to meet you, Dr. Carmen Kane. I am Dr. Summer, although not of the medical variety.
Oh. Well, that's all right. You're still a doctor. If anyone gives you a hard time about that, then ask them where their doctorate is.
Oh, I do. Fairly often.
Oh, good.
Well, very fortuitous of you to be here. Would you happen to know of any direction someone who may want to be hiding or one of the seedier parts of town? Would you know which direction that would be from the bar?
Let me think for a second. Well, this is, believe it or not, the nicer of the 2 bars on this asteroid. There is a seedier bar I tend to try not to go there. It is called Grug's Den. It's closer to the actual spaceport where people come in, almost as if to, get them as soon as they arrive. Not too far from there, there's a room and board. It's literally called Room and Board. It is also right by the port, and it's also you'd have to go see it. I also, if you're looking for CD, you literally just you'd have to go see it. So it's not quite a hotel. It's a room and board. There's the bazaar. Slightly getting to where it starts to get nicer is the clinic. And there's the junkyard. That's pretty dirty. Wait, why are you asking this?
I mean, if one were to want to hide or get away from authorities, it is a little bit easier to do so in the cedar parts of a town, I have found.
There are some. There have been some areas. There's also some kind of empty buildings. There are some parts of the asteroid that have been getting bought out and have not been turned into anything yet.
All those sound like interesting places for a person to go. Any other information you could possibly give us, Dr. Carmen Kane?
Well, what did you want to know? Information. I didn't. What happened here? I mean, obviously a bomb. A bomb? Was it a bomb? Something
It was a
exploded. Okay, that's the only thing I'm aware of that explodes.
I look over at Lucian.
It's like, yeah, some things have been teleporting too. The cause is kind of crazy, but I'm sure that'll get fixed.
Oh, I saw that. You did that to our table. And then she, squints her eyes for a second, and our money.
Do I have to pay for that? If so, it actually wasn't me. It was science.
I think she rubs her temple a little bit, and she's like, you know what? In this devastation, I'm sure no one will notice a missing table.
Great. I love the way you think.
Yeah.
Do you actually know anything about Heliohorus?
I mean, he's pretty famous. Have you not known of him? He's one of the Sepulchre Knights. He's
yeah, but I wanted to know if you knew anything. Where does he go when he's not being Heliohorus, or what's his favorite food, or how many swords does he have? I don't know.
I will say that I don't know his favorite foods. That was your question? But I do have to say that I do like to come here to play cards. And I have seen him hanging around the bar a bit. And I don't know if he's just hanging out or what, but he's here a bit.
That's cool. Where does he frequently hang out in here? So I know he comes for poker night, but does he go to any other areas as head of security?
Roll me a persuasion, because y'all are asking a lot of questions now.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know past that. Really, I don't know. I mean, he's a renowned knight. He manages the asteroid. You know what? I shouldn't have said anything. I've seen him here sometimes. That's all.
I understand.
Okie doke.
Yeah, just good information. Thank you. In case or Captain Horace is a man on the run kidnapping the professor, this may serve to be very useful information.
You think he's gone on the run?
Considering the professor is not back yet, nor is Captain Horace here giving a report as to what happened, as he is also a first-hand has evidence of what might have happened here. I find it mighty suspicious.
I don't know what to say to that.
You could tell us where he lives.
I don't know where he lives. I assume they give him accommodations near the security office. I don't know him personally.
And
She's like, when you did you make that robotic grumble at her? Yeah, she's like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just a guess.
Okay, well, I suppose we can go to the security office and start there.
Before we leave,
Right.
I want to go over to my favorite trio.
Okay, go over to your favorite trio.
Is the injured sister, I think you said, all right?
Yeah. So, you see, the brother kind of doting on the sister. He's literally like fanning her. He's like, "It's okay, Kiri, it's okay." And she's like, "Stop it, stop!" Like she's like, "Keeney, stop! I'm fine. I'm fine. I literally multiple medics. He has helped me. Oh, you helped. Thank you. And they have helped me. And they have helped me. Keeney, I'm fine."
Yes, hello. My name is Zion. I am going to avoid acting like a bumbling idiot in front of all of you because it has become tiresome. What was I going to say? Yes. So it looks like Captain Horace may have been involved in some of the particulars that got you injured. Do you have any information on him by chance? I have issues myself to resolve. He has affected my payment plan.
You're asking us about like Sir Horace? What about him?
I worry he may be involved in suspicious activity.
We're on the edge of the galaxy, pal. You gotta narrow it down a little bit.
I think Horace is trying to kill the person that is going to pay me.
Why would Horace do that? That makes no sense. Horace is here to guard him. I mean, and Keeney is like, "Calm down, Kiri, calm down. Shh. Don't tell me to calm down. You just were grievously injured." And the third halfling in the dark suit actually shushes them both and stands up to speak with you. Why you think that he did this? He was here. Why would he be here for the explosion?
He was also one of the first people to leave. And if a commanding officer is the first person to leave, it breeds concern and confusion.
All right. I can see where you're coming from, pal. But I still don't know of any reason why he would do that. And I don't know about you. I was somewhat watching these two go and get hurt, but he did say he was taking him to protect him, did he not?
Do you trust him?
I mean, I don't really trust anyone, buddy.
I had been hinging on having more faith in Horace. You did not reassure that.
I mean, people are people. You never really know what they're really up to, but as far as people go, in my understanding, that one's an upstanding citizen. But then again, sometimes, the shiniest of us are hiding something pretty dark underneath.
Again, I had my hopes raised and then you shifted them back down. But I will approach with my weapon holstered, considering your notions. Thank
Yeah,
you.
he like looks down at like he looks when you mention a weapon, he like looks for one and actually like do you actually like reach for anything?
No, I have my microphone stand.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. He just kind of like nods at you then.
What is
Alright.
your name?
I know my name. Sorry. Darkstar. Darkstar Killigap. And
I'll remember
he's
that.
actually wearing a big hat and he kind of like tips it at you. He's wearing like a big old like Stetson. He's wearing like a dark suit with a dark hat.
I am Zion. If you ever need someone murdered for money, Darkstar, look me up.
Nice one. I guess you haven't heard of me, huh?
Are you also a assassin?
Do you often go around telling people that?
Yes, because either they don't believe me or they die.
Fair enough. If it works for you.
I like you. I just walk off.
I feel like you just made a friend.
Yeah, Dark.
A friend named Darkstar, say less. Say no more. I'm sold. If I got a problem, all right, y'all. I don't know if we can beat this, but hold up. Let me hit up my boy Darkstar real quick. I have
In the
250
Rolodex.
credits with your name on it. Where you at?
Amazing. Okay. What are y'all doing? I'm gonna say at this point, the several guards who were around Captain Lysander have all of them together had to work to lift up Captain Lysander, and as they left, some more guards came in. And the guards are fairly like mixed. They actually probably shifted crews. They had to accommodate themselves along Lysander to make sure that they could all carry her equally because she is so large and no longer in charge. But yeah, so basically you see 6 guards all lift up and have to carry out Lysander, and 4 more come back in. Different ones than before.
I leave my card with Dr. Carmen Kane, and I go to the group, and I suggest we leave via the back door, try to retrace the steps of Captain Horace, at least attempt to find them.
Let's do.
Investigate.
Did you just say investigate? You're not asking to investigate. That's
Yeah,
just okay.
It's like,
Good to
yeah.
know.
Oh, let us investigate.
I like it. It's perfect. So y'all are trying to exit?
Mhm.
Okay.
I
There
will
is
share
literally-
the stuff that I talked about with them so that
Okay.
there might not be reason for concern. You might just be a dummy.
That's my favorite cat. I'm always concerned.
I like it. Very, very good. So, as you go to leave, the security officers actually stop you. Excuse me, where are you all going?
We're going to go find Captain Horace. We were working with him.
And the person we're supposed to be guarding, the professor.
Yeah, did you
They-
see him?
We have been assigned to come here. We didn't see anything. We've arrived after the scene of the crime. We will be investigating this. And as you were here, we have some questions for you.
There was a bomb. It exploded. It hurt people. And Captain Horace left with the person we needed to guard.
Captain Horace would like to speak to you. We would like to take you to the office.
Oh, neat.
Oh, that's easy.
Interesting.
Is
Sounds
the
Perfect.
good.
professor there?
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
Ah, we are the suspicious ones.
Wait, what?
We're suspicious. Ha 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 ha. What part did you not hear?
Right, so
We are the suspicious ones. Ha 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 ha. Like the third time.
The cadence is not. You don't need to change it. Why are we the suspicious ones?
Let's go find out.
We're not accusing anyone of anything at this time. We just want to take you back if you were planning on leaving anyway. If everyone is healed up, if no one needs medical help at this moment, then we would like to take you back to the office so we can try and understand what happened here.
So long as the professor is also there, I see no problems.
okay with this. Lucian pulls out his journal. We're definitely being accused as he reads that out loud. All right, I'm ready to go on.
As am I.
All right, come with us, please. And the four of them will escort you out towards the offices, and you will head out into Port Nomad proper, which you have not gotten to spend much time in yet. So basically, this is a very large but somewhat hollowed out asteroid. As you kind of go through, you see Port Nomad is somewhat like, there are some brand new buildings, there are some ramshackled old buildings. The streets are not straight lined, they zigzag rather oddly, almost as if, there wasn't really a lot of city planning involved in this, and they kind of just filled it as they went along. It almost seems like the sections sort of like came about in stages. But it's mostly just a mix of like steel and concrete. It's pretty simplistic. It's made for practicality, not for beauty, a lot of it. It's sort of, people kind of like look at you as you pass, as you were being escorted by these guards. They are in uniforms that mostly match, but are a little bit mismatched. Like, they're not perfect. They tried their best with what they were working with out here. So they take you to the offices of the security station, basically, and you are escorted to a room with not a lot of lighting. You are kept together, though. Good note. Happy days. You are offered seating at a table that is empty on the other side. There is a window on one side of the room. There is a door with only a small window into it. And you are left here for a moment. What do you do while you wait?
These don't feel like non-suspicious accommodations.
Yeah, I think they had definitely this looks like an interrogation room. I thought we were going directly there.
It definitely feels like we may or may not be being set up, but only time will tell.
This is strange. It's starting to feel like a conspiracy.
I just want it known that I appreciate all of you very much.
Oh, hell, is that why it's called this?
Wait a second.
In the stars.
Oh, no! We're being framed! Oh, crap!
Oh man.
Oh, it was a bad idea to go.
Oh, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I like that I never had to say the title of the show and that you did it for me.
It's almost like it's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Stars.
Oh.
I'm gonna need 3 takes from each of you with the title of the
Conspiracy in the stars. Conspiracy in the stars.
This is bad. We might die. In a conspiracy in the stars.
New theme song.
Amazing. Okay. So yeah. So actually, after a few minutes, someone actually comes in with like drinks and snacks for you. Oh, sorry for that. We we're just really busy. There was a bomb. Did you know? And they come in and like what a day. This it's not.
We had no idea.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, I've brought you all snacks and drinks, and they start like laying out things, and they're just like looking at you and smiling as they put stuff out. They're like, they put you in this room? That's weird. They don't use this room a lot.
Why
is
did they use this room?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, it looks like a meeting room. There's chairs. There's a desk. I'm here with
Is it
drinks for you.
interrogation room?
Interrogation? No.
Can I inside check that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I don't even care if I pass. That's a 17.
This person is truly startled by what you've just told them. But they also, like, you look at they have, like, a name tag on, and it has, like, a peeling off, like, recently made label. It's clearly not, like, they're new.
What is your job here?
Oh, well, I'm just here to help. I was really excited to maybe one day do security, and they said, yeah, but first get us coffee. And I was like, okay.
Oh no.
You're an intern.
Is that what it's called? Is that my official title? No one's told me yet.
Yeah, guard intern. Yeah.
Guard
You seem to be doing a great
intern.
job.
Thank you. I'm
What-
trying my best.
What is your name again?
Oh, it's Bill.
Actually, Bill, would you do us a favor? I
course.
think we left something outside. Would you wait here for us to get back and let us back in?
Oh, yeah, of course. I can wait, like, just here? And they walk closer to, like, the table. Just here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
great. That's great.
Yeah, just make sure to open the door for us when we come back. Just hold it for us. We'll be good.
Outside
We'll
of
be right
character,
back.
do we all think this is a bad idea to stay here?
Lucian was I've just been eating snacks.
Gabe
I-
will stay if we want to stay. But
I
Gabe is also
trust
like,
authority.
I'm about to
You're
get
like-
the hell out.
Keon
Because the
I was
intern
gonna
also
whoop
seems
my way out
not
of here.
shocked. Like, not understanding what's happening here.
is concerned and will probably go along with the majority of the party's decision. But she is having snacks.
I'm going to ask our cybernetic overlord, Jess, do you think narratively we should stay in the room? You can say, I don't.
True.
Oh, I didn't want you to say, I don't know. I wanted you to give me an answer. Dang it.
Well, let's make that move. Lucian looks a bit sad because we're leaving a bit early, but he starts grabbing a bunch of snacks and throwing them in his bag and said, I could use these later for something.
I wish this wasn't called Conspiracy in the Stars. Now I don't trust anything.
This was never not the title. This was always the title.
No, I was just willfully ignorant.
A quick question, Bill. Quick question. Have you seen Professor Google Gobber here?
Professor I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. One more time?
Professor Everlasting Gobstopper.
Goggle bogger.
Goggle, tall fog, goggle fogger.
Gobble, gobble.
They look at each of you in turn, like, and then they go back to Zion, who I think was the only one that said it right. Oh yeah, he's here too. He was seeing a medic. He got hurt from that bomb. Can you believe?
We had no idea.
Crazy.
Oh, bomb? That's wild.
Okay, the fact that it's public knowledge that he's here makes me less concerned, still suspicious, but less concerned.
Okay, well, maybe we should just stay here then. And if Bill was nice enough to tell us that Professor Gogglefogger is here, maybe we can just immediately ask to see him from someone who isn't Bill. Unless Bill, will you take us to see the professor?
Oh, I don't think I can do that. I actually haven't seen him yet. I just heard while I was getting the coffees that he's here and that he had to see a medic because he was hurt because of the bomb.
Bill, what's your last name?
Stanley?
Well, Bill Stanley, is there any way we can go see him, or you can get someone that can help us go see him?
I can certainly go ask. I'll do that right now. And they like, they make sure all the snacks and the drinks are good on the table. And they like nod to themselves. They're like, I'll go check. I'll go ask right now. You want to go see the professor? Okay, professor. All right. And you see like Bill go rushing out, and they're like, hey, I have a question. Hey, you can hear from like outside them like going like, what now, Bill? Gosh. And it's quiet for a moment, and after a few beats, the door opens, and Sir Heliohorus comes in. I have some questions for all of you. I'm not saying this is not an interrogation, but there are some routine things that we're gonna have to talk about.
You can just
That's
say
where we're
it's
gonna end it
an-
for today.
So
We'll
you
come back.
just say it's
No,
an
no, no, no.
interrogation.
I'll
All
just
right.
say-
Yeah.
It's not an interrogate. He just told you it's not an interrogate.
I
But
don't
he
trust
just told
it.
you.
It's a conspiracy.
I don't believe it's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
No
In the
one
stars.
says something like it's not an interrogation if it's an interrogation.
I don't like when you smile like that, Jess. Because I can't tell if it's legitimate or sneaky. You know what, Jess? I adore you. I will play in every game you make. But if you have another game called Conspiracy, it's going to make me paranoid. Because now I don't know what to believe.
You've damaged Gabe's trust.
I've never realized how like consciously being aware of the word conspiracy is like, oh, now I don't trust anything anymore. Oh, we came to authority. Oh, wait,
Wait, authority.
all bad.
You
And
are
then
all
I'm like,
incredibly
wait.
agreeable to coming to this station, so
Yeah, and
That's
I
true.
kill
They go
people
along.
for money.
and you openly declare that too.
You did. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I just met him today. I just
I
met
messed
him
up.
today. I don't know. I've never met this guy in my life.
that's not gonna work here. They're authorities. They don't care.
It's true.
The man,
It's okay.
The man
I-
shares the name of an Egyptian god. We're boned.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah.
I'm a doctor. It'll be fine.
That's what they said in Star Trek. Didn't always work out. I've been thinking about that a lot.
I'm like, well, were they all a 5 times doctor? Because Dr. Summer is a 5 times doctor.
What color does Dr. Summer wear?
I am my body is a pastel rainbow, and I usually just wear a normal nondescript dark armor. But right now I'm wearing my white lab coat to seem more approachable.
I'd say if you say you're wearing red, I'm on the opposite side of the room.
I am wearing a white coat because I'm a doctor, and you can trust me.
Okay, now that's suspicious, and we're on the same side. I can't trust anybody.
Conspiracy.
Yes.
We're all suspicious. Keon is too nice.
Are
Lucian
we
is
all
too
suspicious?
Be like,
Lucian is too
has-
science.
I'm very honest. I said that I kill people for money out the gate. You know what I'm
See,
about.
But that's what makes you suspicious, because what kind of person who kills people for money would say that right out the gate?
An assassin who's broke.
You know what? That's extremely valid.
Very valid.
He's not saying it because he's trying to brag. He's saying it because he's trying to get that bag. All right, I'm done. Jess, do the outro, please. I can't.
Okay, perfect. Good times. I was just letting y'all go because this is great. This is my favorite part. It's just y'all talking. Let's go around and ask everyone who they are, where we can find them, what cool stuff they're up to, and we're starting first with suspicious Gabe. What's up, Gabe? Why so
Hi.
suspicious?
because it's fun. Hi, I'm Gabe James Games on Twitch, Twitter, and pretty much anywhere else. You can find me on Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time on the D&D channel, playing the Lost Mine of Phandelver campaign that is in the starters kit for D&D. You can find it in retail stores. When Thursdays on the Wandering DM channel, playing Dragon Age. And other than that, just on Twitter. Recently, I was talking about I want to make a Pirates of the Caribbean spinoff as the child of Jack Sparrow and Tio Damo, because I had a dream about it, and that's all I've been thinking about for the last 24 hours.
I love it. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that with us. It was very special, and I appreciate it.
I support this dream.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your dreams with us, Gabe.
Thank you for taking them. I'm gonna buy a little rat skeleton.
Look, it is the spooky season is upon us.
Yeah.
You can find them.
I'm willing to bet you I have one ordered before the stream ends, and I'll have it by next week.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm Gabe.
Amazing. Thank you, Gabe. Next, we're gonna go and say hi to PB.
Hi, I'm PB from @PB Plays Inside. I play this game on the internet, and that's about it right now. You can follow me over on Twitter for hot takes and funny takes. And if you like playing Destiny, feel free to join the GoGJ Destiny community, the Rock and Leaf community. We're always around playing, having fun.
It's true. Very true. Thank you. Thank you, PP. Dave.
Hey everybody, my name is Data Dave. You can find me every single day, 7 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/DataDave. Stream a bunch of games, a voice act, and honestly, just gotta have fun with any projects that come my way. So yeah, that's what I do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here and chucking so many bombs all over the place. Appreciate it. Thank you. Next we'll go around to Latia.
Me. Hi, I'm Latia at Latia Jaquise across most social medias. You usually can find me Sunday afternoons at 12 Central playing another bird, a bird monk Tahani, in Rivals of Waterdeep. But we just finished our 7th season, and our 8th season is coming. So we have a lot of information about that on our Twitter at Rivals Waterdeep. We made some big announcements today. You should go and check them out. Other than that, I exist on the internet. I have a Twitch channel that I haven't been streaming from very often, but you should still go follow it because you love me. Other than that, PAX Online is coming up, and I have a couple of panels that I'm doing there. Rivals is doing a show, but I'm here all the time, at least until this game is over. So come and see me because I love you.
This is so good. I appreciate all of you.
Yay. You can also find me doing dope monk shit on my Twitter with my rope dart because I'm a dope monk in real life. I put up another video during the break, so you should go check it out.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for playing. I really, really adore this group and the dynamic, and I'm excited to see what y'all do next in this not an interrogation. So excited. It's gonna be good, and I'm so happy. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks everyone who hung out today. Please go find all these cool people and check them out. If you are watching over on Twitch, their links, they're over in the chat. So go click them and follow them wherever they may be and go check out all the cool stuff they do. If you watch this later over on YouTube after I clean it up all nice and neat and put it on the interwebs that way, the links are below. Go click the links and find all these cool people. Please don't forget to check out Dark Matter. The Kickstarter is still going a little longer. So go check it out, support them, and let's hurry up and get that good Roll20 content on there because, I mean, it's handy. Let me tell you, as someone who's having to do everything manually, Roll20 content is great. Speaking of which, hey, Roll20 is great. Go check out everything on Roll20. I got a link below. You can click it. If you don't already have an account, go make an account. it's a cool way to play games with your friends online when you can't hang out in person, which, you know, you can't do a lot of right now. So go and play games online with your friends. It's a ton of fun. They've got a lot of pre-done stuff on there for you to make it as easy as possible to start playing games. Heck yeah. Come hang out with me. This is my channel. Hit the follow button if you haven't already, so we can hang out, play more games. We do a wide variety of video games and tabletop role-playing games. Lately, we've been playing Spiritfarer, which is a heckin' cute video game. We do indie game spotlights where we show off. It's cute. It's cute. I highly recommend it. It's cute. I like it. So, yeah, we do a wide variety of video games. Like PB said, we do Destiny in our community. Join our Discord. We're a pretty heckin' neato, kino, welcoming bunch. And we'd be happy to have you. Thank you all so much, for being here. I think we're gonna go raid, I Need Diverse Games. If you don't know them, they're very cool. They do, they're a community really focused on diversity in gaming. So they're heckin' lovely. They're doing a game right now. Let's go show them some love. And yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. And hopefully we'll see you same
swirl time, same swirl channel.
Thank you. I was gonna say same butt time, because of my dumb little deer butt emotes. Yeah, but I feel like out of context that might be. So same Thwirl time, same Thwirl channel. Come hang out with us in space every Sunday evening until the end of September, where we will be doing this. And yeah, thank you all so much. Take care out there. Heart your hecka faces. See you soon for more games, hopefully. Bye.
I ordered my skeleton.
I'm here for it. That's
Yes, I can't wait.